Alrighty, the next story quest is To Bend with the Wind. Still speaking to Sorban. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. I'm doing a completely different voice from it's been like hours now. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. So, that reminds me, Mercy, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less like we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Oh, right, let's go back up. Alright. Oh, you're one of the Legion from the beach, leaving us already. No need to pay the tithe, like Tan Sui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. There's a quest over here from Yusui. What's it about? Oh, it gives me... Okay. We're actually going to do this. We're going to splice this one in, sorry. The price of betrayal. Let me... You! Yes, you! Did you know of the Ruby Price, the fortress in the middle of the Ruby Sea from which the Bakufu soldiers survey the surrounding waters? The other day, we found one of their men stowed away on a ship we confiscated. With a bit of coaxing, he eventually confessed to doing some underhanded trading with the Red Kojin on behalf of his superior. Seems he thought he could avoid paying the ruby tithe by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing our waters free of charge. As such, I am looking to track down this superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sail the ruby price and look for myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make it halfway there. Do you think you could do it in my stead? Could go in my stead? There's a man by the name of Ikaruga there. He's an old friend and should be able to identify who our captive superior is. Gotta go all the way over there. Do I want to drop down? Not really. I can drop down here though. It's fine. 'Twas nothing. A flesh wound. I am a little bit worried that if I do the story quest thing, it's gonna push me forward. So I'm gonna continue my straying. Go do the price of betrayal to get that Aetheric Current. Probably go this. Yeah, looks to be a more direct route. This makes me wonder if there are mounts that can swim, or that choose to swim. I suppose. Ikaruga. Oh, back at the ruby price. Ah, yes, just the other day, one of the soldiers deserted base. I suspect he is the man Yusui is after. Trade with foreign countries is strictly prohibited in our nation. The man, upon learning his subordinate disappeared, feared he would be caught and turned tail and ran. If what you told me is true, he likely went northwest of here to seek asylum with a Kojin of the Red. I am tempted to go after this man myself. Alas, that would require me receiving the necessary authorization, which could take days. Please track him down and arrest him in my stead. If he resists, feel free to kill him. Okay. Oh, it's so far away. Not a single telepoint so far. Oh, I don't get to continue my run. Okay, whatever. It wasn't so much the jumping into the water that made my auto run turn off, it was the being dismounted. So, We're gotta run. So we swam back over to the mainland, I believe this is the mainland. What? Interrupted how? And whee! We're gonna follow this coast all the way to the north. Basically like the north middle of this island. I'm gonna avoid going in the water so as not to lose my mount, because I think that'd just be slower. Oh, this is all shallow. Until it's not, but yeah, we're good. Oh, cool, yeah, it's all shallow, okay, because that shark is just cool. The flying shark. There's more sharks over here. Bakufu Trader. I just fought somebody else's. I would have to be a fool to agree to go with you. I'm so close to the Red Kojin settlement. So close to freedom. Okay. Up to you, bud. He's down. Such a long way to get back. It's a way that I don't respect. I think staying on the mount for as long as possible will behoove me. Will be a better option. So I'll skirt the deep waters. Not yet going in. Oh, come on. Just gonna get Betrayal. When I copy and paste these quest names, I got them all ready to go. Your Chocobo's really cool looking. Got like white mage gear. Ah, so it seems he forced your hand. Perhaps his death was for the best. I'll send word of all that has happened to Yusui, though I'm not sure he will be happy to hear it. Ah, you're curious to know how I will inform him? That, my friend, is a secret. Wink. The price of betrayal is complete. And let's go back to that other area. Jump. Jump it. Pump it up. Alright. Please feel free to fast forward through the swimming. I don't really say anything interesting. Ever. There's an Ethernet shard way up here in Tanamizu, where we've not been yet. It's actually probably a pretty big zone once you get to explore all of it. Can I jump this? Yes! Hell yeah. On a dock here, we meet Sorbonne again. You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then? Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. Yeah, let's go. Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tansui said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. Cutscene piece of black, and now we're on this little dinghy boat. Big enough to hold probably 20, maybe 25 people, 20 people. Comfortably, like 10 to 15 maybe, but 20 for sure. Standing. A brave new world. Speak with Sorbonne here on this shoreline. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach, and with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Sorbonne. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we shall meet again. He waves one last time, walks off back to his ship. So, we finally arrived in Anothod. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Oh yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Girabania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit, but before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village Tansui was talking about. Kosetsu's looking around at a rock, really, but... It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. The girls are shocked. Cutscene, we see some Imperials marching along some wooden structures. Seem to have rounded up some prisoners as well. And that is where we are, actually.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Indeed, that Rogadin with the giant, like, hammer.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
Yotsuyu. Y-O-T-S-U-Y-U. And like
the Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
We've chased this guy off a couple times. Giant, like, rocket-propelled hammer with spikes on one end.
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very Doman. What I wouldn't do for a drink.
This is a, she's just basically wearing a red and black, silver kind of kimono. Has a really thick, like, neck band. It's either a tattoo, could be a tattoo, but, like, it goes from roughly an inch or two under, like, about, an inch under her chin, all the way down, like, past the collarbone. It looks kind of like this gate pattern, just black, like, darker shades of black and lighter shades of black, but she's smoking from a pipe, black hair, a purplish, whitish flower in her hair. Very snooty.
Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember?
Yotsuyu.
'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should.
One guy gets pushed forward by one of the red.
A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kojin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say?
Young boy, but like kind of, late teens maybe. Fully grown, but
Bit slow, this one.
young face.
Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Another youth has run forward to say this.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
Oh no, don't be a bitch. She gonna make you kill that guy. Yep. He reaches for the gun that she has held out. Ornately.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
It's an old, like, one-handed musket kind of thing.
I have a family.
Flintlock.
Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
He is basically praying to Kami as he turns to point the gun at this other boy, who said nothing so far, but holds up his arms in front of his face as if to block the bullet. And the other man, boy, young guy, shoots.
Oh, very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Never disobey. Sure, smile fades. And he starts to back up. Points the gun at her. And is shot, I believe. Yeah. So, 2 young men down. As we just watch. Nobody has said anything, and I get 2 options. We will show them no mercy, or we can't, not now. I'm going to go with the top one, we shall show them no mercy, because I think it'll be more interesting for the dialogue, but I think... Yeah.
Stop and think for a moment.
Yeah, that's what I think.
If you go charging in now, every one of those villages is as good as dead.
See, I'm
We
playing
must
my
consider
part.
the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
She's saying this more to
Open your eyes, girl.
Setsu.
They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lys, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
He runs to the village. We stand and watch. The woman picks up the gun.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
She's pointing the gun at the two old people.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
A guard comes running up to Gosetsu. Two of them, sorry. She takes a drag from her pipe. As he passes her, he stares daggers, and she just smiles, not looking at him. The old man and woman drop to their knees at their fallen son. Their murdered son. We speak with Alisei. I hate it as much as you, maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. So we are all the way on the west side of this area, this map. We were on like the southeastern side. We have some north to go, but I'm not going to go to Isari because of the Imperials. I could swim. Wait, what happens if I go to Isari? Get chased? These Imperials aren't like active combatants, they just exist. They do nothing. They're not targetable. They're not like real enemies for some reason. Okay. Cool, whatever, fine. So I could explore this town, maybe? It's an interesting little village. Kind of, there's no, like there's like boat docks that are built, boat houses built along this one dock, like three boat houses, and then further inland there's like on stilts, but only like maybe, well, like 6 foot high stilts. You have platforms and then stairs to higher platforms. There are buildings with some colored like flags of varying shapes, varying designs and colors on them. It just goes up and up, like it kind of built into the hill a little bit. For the north there are some maybe storage shacks, places to hang fish to dry. I learned recently, and I haven't done this yet, but if you should cook and eat the fish of skin. They give a lot of really good nutrients, but you have to do it right. If you overcook it, just like the skin of other creatures like chicken skin and shit, if you overcook it, it can actually be carcinogenic. So, but to cook the fish of the skin of the fish, you want it to be dry, like dry it the heck out, and then scar it. So that's not the right word, but this is what I mean. Like you you cut lines across it. Is there a... Wait, am I supposed to go through the cave? Is there a cave to go through? Score it, I think. Is that the right word? Score the skin? Whatever. Anyway. This is the wrong way. I guess I had to go through the water after all. That's lame. But yeah, after you cut lines across it, and not like lengthwise, but across, basically like a ladder, more or less. Then, you know, just use oil, put it face down. Salt, like using salt to draw the liquids out of the skin is probably effective. Just kind of like how you would brine, but for different reasons. So yeah, we had to go for a little swim. Yeah, really good fatty acids and omega-3s in fish skin. They didn't say anything as good about like chicken skin or anything like that, so you can eat that, but apparently like if you overcook or if you burn it, it gets carcinogenic for both skins. Alright, I got big old like mega-tusked walrus monsters here. We seem to have evaded their patrols so far. Oh, those towers, the gigantically stupidly tall ones that look like they're Jenga towers, but like with the pieces just jutting out in every direction. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Ono Koru, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me, I'm starting to sound like Alpha now. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? Like a walrus creature or something else? Oh yeah, it's a dead walrus creature with a lot of arrows in it. Doesn't look like he's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Don't lose your voice already, bud. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? And out of the water come 4 of these big old walrus beasts. Calm down, we have nothing to do with... wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run. Lise, so we save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Mercy. Okay, we'll see what I gotta do. Oh, I do have to jump in here in battle. Okay, yeah, that's part of it. Let's do it. Let's get Chocobo. God, they like sit on top of you. Annoying. Make it very hard to see what I'm doing. They do have a cone attack. We run. They're like kind of like a mix between a walrus and a dragon body. They got like this kind of some spiky dragon body kind of thing going on. I think we gotta step into another circle and fight some more, but we'll find out in a second. Alice and Lise are surrounded by 2 dead of these walrus beasts. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to, sharing an island with these things. Now, all we need to do is convince them to help us. And we continue to run to the east. Avoiding the Gayukis. Or not. Oh, they also have like the massive forearms of a dragon, so like... Yeah, interesting. Here's Lise, here's a village. Oh, there's a settlement here, and they've even got their own aetherite. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tansui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. Alright, white mage 265 boots, or red mage 265 boots. Let me ponder. Boots, white mage are 260. Boots, red mage are 270, so... A slight boost, I suppose, to white mage. Crit piety. Crit spell speed. Sure. Let's see if I actually want to put them on. Increase mind by 1. They reduce my crit. I get rid of piety, but I get spell speed. Whatever. Just keep rolling up a little bit at a time. 260. Alright, so that is the end of this video. Long one, sorry. I got 2 quests in there. I'll see you next time.